Hello students, welcome to my class. So today we are going to discuss on the Samanya Chikitsa of Yoni Vyapadas. The Samanya Chikitsa of Yoni Vyapadas can be divided into the Abhyantara Chikitsa and the Bahya Chikitsa. So Abhyantara Chikitsa Aushadhis, the common medicines which we can give patient for the internal usage. So internal medicines which we can prescribe in cases of almost all the Yoni Vyapadas comes under Abhyantara Aushadhis, and the Bahya Aushadhis in the form of Pichu, Basti, etc. are included here. So Abhyantara Prayukta Aushadhis includes the different forms of medications which we can prescribe to the patient, like in the form of churna. So which are the common churnas which we can prescribe to a patient suffering from Yoni Vyapada? So churna, kwathas, modaka, etc., ghritas, etc. have been mentioned here. So coming to the first, the churnas. So here the very important churna is there is one more very important churna which is called as a Pushyanuga churna, which is considered as very important, and go through all the ingredients of this churna because this is very important in the gynecological practice. So coming to the ingredients of Pushyanuga churna, there is one quotation mentioned by Charaka in Chikitsa Sthana. There they have given the ingredients of the Pushyanuga churna. So the ingredients of Pushyanuga churna includes Patha, Jambu, Amra Asti, Chilodbedam, Rasanjanam, Ambashta, Shalmali Shesha, Shalmali Picha, Samanga, Lajjalu, Vassaka त्वचा, लोध्रा, वालिका, अतिविषा, बिल्वा, मुस्ता, गैरिका, कटवांगा, मरीचा, शुंठी, मृद्विका, रक्तचंदना, कटफला, वत्सका, अनंता, धातकी पुष्पा, मधुका, and the Arjunatva. So all these drugs should be uprooted and collected during the Pushya Nakshatra and taken in the equal quantity and powdered fine. So why this churna is called as Pushyanuga churna? Because we have to collect all the ingredients in the Pushya Nakshatra. So in the Pushya Nakshatra we have to collect all these ingredients of the churna. So all these drugs we have to collect in the Pushyanuga churna, and the quantities, all the drugs should be taken in the equal quantity and a fine powder is to be prepared. So this powder is called as Pushyanuga churna. This powder is to be taken with honey followed by the rice water as an after drink. So the Anupana here is the Tandulodaka. So Tandulambu or Tandulodaka is considered as the Anupana. So here the method of taking is you have to mix the Pushyanuga churna in the madhu or the honey followed by the rice water or Tandulambu as a Anupana of this Pushyanuga churna. So coming to its uses. So what are the uses of Pushyanuga churna? This powder or this churna cures yoni doshas. It is useful in almost all gynecological disorders. It cures rajo doshas, that is, it cures all the artavadushtis. We have covered ashta artavadushtis, no? So it can cure almost all the artavadushtis, and it can cure the different types of the Artava discharges like white, blue, yellow or pinkish vaginal discharges, etc. This powder named Pushyanuga is worshipped by Atreya, and it is extremely beneficial. Chakrapani, considering Ambashta as a variety of Patha, have advised to take double quantity of Patha. So Chakrapani says that Patha is to be taken in double quantity, whereas other authors mention that equal quantity of all the ingredients is to be taken. So this is called as Pushyanuga churna. So this churna is very important in the gynecological practice, and go through all the ingredients, try to by heart the ingredients of and uses, and its Anupana is very important. So this is called as Pushyanuga churna. It's very important. So next, coming to the ghrita. So different ghritas I have mentioned here, like Brihat ghrita, Phala ghrita or Phala Sarpi, Phala ghrita or Laghu Phala ghrita or Triphaladi ghrita, etc. So these are the important ghritas which are mentioned here. So first is the Brihat ghrita. So the method of preparation is 4 tulas of fresh roots of shatavari or fresh shatavari moola is to be taken and is to be crushed well, and the juice is to be expressed. This juice should be mixed with the equal quantity of the milk and 1 adaka ghrita, and then it is to be cooked as per the method of making ghrita. Then while cooking the paste of Jivaniya group of drugs, Shatavari, Mrudvika, Parushaka, Priyala, Duyashti, Madhuka, etc. is to be added, and is to be added each in equal quantity. And then in that the one Ghrita is to be properly cooked. Then after cooking, it is to be filtered and mixed with the honey and powdered pipali. Each 8 pala and sugar 10 palas is to be added in the mixture. Use of this Ghrita in the dose of 1 karsha cures. The dose is mentioned here. The dose of Brahshatavari Ghrita is 1 karsha, and it cures the yoni doshas, acidic doshas and sukra doshas. It is considered as Rishya or aphrodisiac, and it also Pumsavana. So it can also be used for Pumsavana karma. Vagbhata has described the double quantity of Madhu Yashti, that is 2 palas instead of Duyashti Madhuka. So this is called as the Brihat Shatavari Kruta. Coming to the next Kruta, it is also the very important Kruta called as a Phala Kruta or the Phala Sarpi. Phala Kruta or the Phala Sarpi. So this Kruta is very important. The ingredients of this Krutas includes Manjishta, Kushta, Tagara, Trifala, Sarkara, Vacha, Nishas, Madhuka, Meda, Dipyaka, Katuruhini, Payasya, Hingu, Kakoli, Vachigandha, Shatavari. Each is to be taken in 1 karsha quantity, and 1 prastha ghrita is to be added, and 4 prastha milk is to be mixed, and all this to be mixed together and cooked. So this is beneficial in all types of yoni dosha. So this is called as a phala ghrita, and you have to prepare according to the ghrita vidhi, and this is useful in all types of yoni doshas, and it is known as phala sarpi. So its benefits includes it increases the longevity, it is nourishing, it is considered as medhya, dhanya, very beneficial, and also pumsavana. So the women using it during the menstruation conceive. It is also worshipped by the women whose children die repeatedly, as well as by the normal pregnant women. So it can be given in the normal pregnancy, also to the women having the bad obstetric history, and the woman who wants to conceive, that is for infertility. So it is useful for infertility. So the woman who had the abortions repeatedly, or the woman even in the pregnancy, it can be beneficial. Bhav Prakash and Yoga Ratnakara have given entirely different composition, that is they have given the different ingredients. They have added Manjishta, Madhuka, Kushta, Trifala, Sharkara, Vala, both Meda, Payasya, both Kakoli, both and the Kakoli root of Ashwagandha, Ajamoda, both Haridras, Priyangu, Katurohini, Utpala, Kumuda, Draksha or Laksha, both Kakolis and both Chandanas, each in 1 karsha quantity, and Ghrita in 1 prastha quantity, and the juice of Shatavari and the milk each in 4 prastha should be mixed together, and the Ghrita is to be prepared. So this Ghrita is called as Phala Ghrita according to the Bhav Prakasha and Yoga Ratnakara. So the indications is given like this. The oral administration of this Ghrita is beneficial to the woman having the repeated abortions, stillbirths, or short-lived children, the woman suffering from yoni rogas, rajodoshas, and the vaginal discharges, yoni sravas. It increases the progeny and longevity, and cures all the grahas. Even it can be given in the graha rogas. It is named by Ashwini Kumaras as Phala Ghrita. So this is called as the Phala Ghrita. And next Ghrita is the Lagu Phala Ghrita or Trifaladi Ghrita. So the ingredients includes the paste of Trifala Kalka is to be made, then both Sahachara, Guduchi, Punarnava, Shukanasa, and both Haridra, Rasana, Medha, Shatavari. All this is to be taken in equal quantity, and total 1 prastha, total half prastha Ghrita, 1 prastha, milk 4 prastha should be cooked together. And when the Ghrita is properly prepared, it should be prescribed to a woman suffering from Yoni Shula, Pidita, Chalita, Nisrita, Vivritta, Vibranta, etc. Yoni Roga. See, that is, all these are displaced yonis. Pitta Yoni and Chanda Yoni, etc. disorders. With the use of this Ghrita, the yoni reaches to its proper place. So that means it is indicated in the displaced yoni, and the woman achieves conception. So if the displaced yoni is a cause of infertility, then in such condition the Trifala or Lagu Phala Ghrita is indicated. This is called as Phala Ghrita, and it is best for curing all the Yoni Rogas. It is also called as the Falagrutas. Bhava Prakasha Yogaratnakar have not given any name to this Gruta, but here it has been termed as Trifaladi Gruta. It is prescribed for all types of Yoni Rogas only. So this is called as Trifaladi Gruta or Lagu Faladi Gruta. Especially it is indicated for the displaced Yoni. That is the Nisrita, Pidita, Chalita, Vivrita Yonis. So this completes the Gruta. So Falagruta, Lagu Falagruta, Trifalagruta, Brashatavari Grutas are indicated here. Then coming to next is the Kwatas. Here two main Kwatas have been mentioned. One is the Nayagrodhadi Kwata, another one is the Maharasanadi Kwata. So coming to the Nayagrodhadi Kwata, the ingredients of Nayagrodhadi Kwata includes Nayagrodha, Plaksha, Koshamra, Vetasa, Badri, Tuni, Priyala, Lodradwaya, Udumbara, Pippala, Madhuka, Challaki, Tinduka, Jambus, Parisa Pippala, and both Jambus and Amra, Siva Kadamba, Kakuba, and the fruits of Bhalataka, all known as all these ingredients is to be collected and the kwata is to be prepared, and this kwata is known as Nayagrodhadi kwatas, prepared with the Nayagrodhadi group of drugs, and decoction should be prepared with the available drugs out of these. This decoction is very grahi, it is like strong, astringent, and it cures the yoni dosha. So it is atyanta grahi in nature and it is considered as yoni dosha hara, means it cures almost all the yoni doshas. This is about the Nayagrodhadi Kwata. Next is the Maharasanadi Kwata. Maharasanadi Kwata is the best Vatahara, and here the ingredients includes Rasana. Rasana is to be taken in two parts, and other ingredients like Dhanya, Vasa, Bala, Iranda, Devadaru, Shati, Vacha, Saka, Nagara, Patya, Chavya, Musta, Punarnava, Guduchi, Vruddhadaru, Shata Pushpa, Gokshura, Ashwagandha, Prativisha, Kritamala, Shatavari, Krishna, Sahachara, Dhanyaka, and both Brahatis mixed together one part should be taken and decoction is to be prepared. And this should be used with any one out of the powder Shunti, Krishna, Yogaraj, Gugulu, Ajamuda, and the oil of Eranda in the diseases of Shukra, Medha, Vandya Rogas. This Maharasanadi Kwata has been prescribed by the Lord Brahma and it increases fertility. So it is considered as Garbha Karanam. Garbha Karanam means it increases fertility. It helps in achieving the conception and it is considered as Vatahara, and specifically in the disorders of Shukra, Meghdha and Vandya it is very beneficial. So this decoction is prescribed for various disorders of Vata also. In case of Yoni Rogas, often medication should be used according to the predominance of the vitiated doshas. That is, in Vataja Yoni Rogas, it should be used with the powder of Shunti or Pippali. So here the Anupana is to be selected depending on the doshic involvement. So if you want to prescribe this Maharasana the Kwata in cases of Vataja Yoni Vyapadas, then you have to give it along with the powdered Shunti or Pippali. If you want to prescribe it in the Kaphaja Yoni Rogas, then you have to prescribe it with the powdered Ajamoda or Yogaraj Gugulu. Or for Anulomana, if you want to prescribe it, that is for the downward movement of the doshas, flatter species, you have to give it with the Eranda Taila or the oil of Eranda. So this is all about the Maharasanadi Kwata. Next, coming to the Modaka. Modaka is nothing but the sweetened ball. Just like laddu, the sweetened ball of the medicines is prepared and given to the patient. So one modaka is mentioned here, which is called as Jirakadi Modaka. Jirakadi Modaka. So the method of preparation is Jiraka Doya, that is powdered of both the Jirakas is to be taken along with the Krishna, Sushavi, Surabhi, Vacha, Vasaka, Saindhua, Yavakshara and Yavanika. So all these drugs is to be taken and powdered is to be prepared, and it is to be slightly fried in the grita. Then after mixing it with the sugar, then after frying it all the ingredients in the grita, you have to mix it with the sugar, and then you have to prepare it in the rounded balls of it is to be made, just like laddu is to be prepared. And use of these according to one's own digestive power cures the Yoni Roga. So this is called as Jirakadi Modaka. It is indicated in the Yoni Rogas. So this completes the Abhyantara Prayukta Aushadhis, that is, we have covered the Kwatas, Ghrutas and Churnas. Next is the Bahya Prayogartha Aushadhis, so external medicines which are prescribed in the Yoni Roga, Samanya Yoni Roga Chikitsa. So here the Pichu and Bastis have been mentioned. Pichu, first coming to the Pichu is nothing but the cotton round cotton ball, and here it is to be dipped in the medicated oil or medicated liquid, and it is to be kept inside the yoni. So this is called as a pichu or the tampons. So here for the pichu, one specific taila is mentioned. It is called as mushaka kwata sansiddha tila taila krita pichu. That is the use of tampon soaked with the oil. You have to prepare a special oil which is to be prepared with the minced meat or the juice of meat of the rat. Yes, mushaka means rat. मुशक क्वाता मीन्स मुशक मांस के कल्क या स्वरस से सिर्फ तिला तैला. So you mushaka kwata is to be added in the tila taila, and a special taila is to be prepared with the mushaka kwata, and with this taila you have to give the pichu. So this cures undoubtedly all the yoni roga. So this is called as mushaka kwata sansiddha tila taila krita pichu. It is specifically mentioned for the yoni rogas. So they claim that it cures the diseases. It cures undoubtedly all the yoni rogas. Nashayet yoni rogas tandra ghrutam yonyo na sanshaya, means without doubt it cures all the yoni rogas. So next is the basti. Yes, the method of giving basti is, first you have to give 2 or 3 astapana basti followed by the uttara basti. Similar thing is mentioned here. In the diseases of yoni, the woman should be given 2 or 3 astapana bastis, that is the cleansing enemas, followed by the uttaravasti. The uttaravasti should be given during the rutu kala, because at this time the organs are free from the coverings and their orifices are open. Thus take up the oxyus or the sneha properly. Once the vayu is controlled by the uttaravasti, she conceives, she achieves conception quickly. So the uttaravasti controls the vata, and when the vata becomes anulomana, then the woman has chances of conception. During emergency, this uttaravasti can be given even without rutukala, but it is indicated that it should be given in the rutukala, then it gives good results. But in cases of emergency, it can be given even without rutukala. Medicated uttaravasti should be given to the woman in the diseases of urinary bladder, uterovaginal prolapse, and other complaints due to the uterovaginal prolapse, severe pain on the yoni or reproductive organs, gynecological disorders, the yoni vyapadas, acidicdera, menometrorrhagia, heavy bleeding cases, in retention of the urine and discharge of the urine drop by drop. So following niruha, that is the cleansing and anuvasana auction basti, should be used in the gynecological disorders. So coming to the different bastis which have been mentioned here, like palasha niruha basti. Palasha niruha basti, in this 8 pala palasha should be boiled with the 2 kamsha or adaka of water. When half adaka remains, it should be strained. Now in this pasted vacha, magadika, each in 1 pala, shatawa 2 palas, saindhuva lavarna, madhu and the taila should be mixed and used as a niruha basti. This basti increases the energy complexion and it cures the tympanitis, that is the ear problem, pain in the phalanx, gynecological disorders, gulma and the udavarta conditions. Next is the shatavariyadi anuvasan basti, guduchyadi rasayanika basti. Here, first of all, you have to collect the juice of shatavari, guduchi, sugarcane, vidarikanda, amlaka, draksha, kharjura, each in 1 prastha quantity. Then in that ghruta, taila and the godugdha or the dugdha of cow, buffalo, goat, each in 2 prastha quantity should be mixed with the paste of jivaka, rishabhaka, meda, mahameda, twakshiri, shringataka, madhulika, madhuka, uchata, pipali, etc. is to be taken with the flower of kadamba. Then pundarika, meat of prasthara, that is the spotted deer, tarakshu, that is the wolf or hyena or tiger, juice of testicles of the cock's sparrow, peacock, jivan jiva, that is a Greek partridge or a bird, a mythical bird with a 2 head, kulinga, swan or with the vasa, majja, each in one prastha quantity, cooked with the chanting of the hymn, sound of the conch shell, drum, etc. When prepared, it should be placed over the elephant under white umbrella, etc. So this basti is important. It is beneficial to a man having decreased semen due to excessive coitus, suffering from the chest wound, emaciation, intermittent fever, Vishamajora, for women having gynecological disorders, Vandyata, infertility, Rakta Gulma, and repeated stillbirths, amenorrhea, and those having loss of muscles and blood. It is excellent rasayana. It cures wrinkles and premature graying of hairs also. In Bhela Samhita, this preparation is somewhat different. They have given the different method of preparation. No diet or mode of life is contraindicated during the use of this vasti. It is beneficial for the women suffering from the gynecological disorders, infertility, and the Rakta Gulma. So next is the Baladi Yamaka Anuvasan Vasti. Here the ingredients includes the powder of Bala, Gokshuraka, Rasana, Ashwagandha, Shatavari, Sahachara in 100 palas each, to be decocted with the 100 drona of water till 1 drona remains, and then strained through a piece of cloth and mixed with the juice of vidari, amlaki, testicular juice of the goat, buffalo, boar, bull, cock, peacock, swan, then duck, crane, grita, and oil, each in 1 prastha, milk 8 prastha, and the paste of chandana, madhuka, madhulika, twakshiri, bisa, नीलोत्पला, पटोला, आत्मगुप्ता, अनापाकी, etc. तला, खजूरा, मृद्विका, तमालका, कंठकारी, जीवका, ऋषभका, etc. Shatavari, Meda, Mahameda is to be taken and is to be prepared while chanting the hymns, etc. Method described for the Shatavari Adi Anuvasana Vasti and use as a Vasti. No diet or mode of life is contraindicated during the use of this Vasti, and its indications are: it is considered as Vrishya. Baladi Yamaka Anuvasana Vasti is considered as Vrishya aphrodisiac. Balya tonic, Brahmana, that is anabolic. It increases longevity and it cures the gynecological disorder. So it is indicated in the Yoni Rogas. So next is the Shatavari Adi Rasayana Basti. In the ingredients include Shatavari, Sahachara, Rasana, Gokshura, Bala. Each in 100 palas quantity is to be taken and is to be decocted with the 100 drona of water. And when 1 drona remains, it should be strained through a cloth and mixed with the meat of peacock, cock, and swan, and fat of the buffalo, boar, and ram. Juice of vidari, amlaka, ikshu, each 1 prastha. Oil and grita, each 1 prastha. 8 times milk, and then cooked over the fire of cow dung cakes. After mixing a paste of the tugakshiri, amlaka, draksha, madhuka, chandana, leaves of madhulika, patola, nilotpala, vishala, mrunala, fruits of kapikachu, kharjura, udakapali, sitapaki, nidigdika, jala, majja, twacha, patra, etc. is to be taken. In 1 prastha quantity, honey is to be mixed. This should be placed over the elephant under white umbrella, amidst the sounds of instruments, and it is to be used as a basti on the auspicious days with the auspicious readings. This is beneficial for the gynecological disorders and for the infertility. Next important topic is the Pathya of the Yoni Rogas. Coming to the Pathya, the quotation is like this: Pratidosham vidadhyacha sura arishta asavan bhishak pratah pratir nishevet rasonodghrutam rasam shiram mamsam rasaprayam aharam vidadhita cha yavana abhayarishtam shito tailam cha shilayet pippaliyorajah patya proyoktam sasamakshikam Amrutodbhavam Amrutam Lashunanam Rasayanam. So here the woman afflicted with the Yoni Roga should be used according to her own the doshic predominance. The different pathyas like Sura, wine is patya, asava, arishtas. Sura, asava, arishtas are considered as patya for the women suffering from Yoni Rogas according to the doshic involvement. Juice of Lashuna in the morning. Lashuna Swarasa can be given in the morning, and the diet having abundance of milk, Shira and Mamsarasa, say Atyadik Yukt Bhojan. So the abundance of milk and the meat soup or Mamsarasa. She should be take diet with the barley, and the Yavanna Bhojan is to be given, and she should be prescribed Abhay Arishta, Sidhu, and the Taila. powdered pipali churna, loha bhasma with the honey, bala taila, mishraka sneha, sukumaraka sneha. So these all are considered as pathya to a woman suffering from the yoni rogas. Describing the utility of Lashuna Kalpa, Kashyap says that Lashuna Rasayana is just like a nectar. Lashunanam Rasayanam Amrutodbhavam. So it says that Lashuna Rasayana is just like a nectar or Amruta. So the daily use of the Lashuna prevents the laxity of breast. Na patanti stanaha strinam nitya Lashuna sevanam. Means it prevents, if a woman consumes the Lashuna daily, so it prevents the laxity of breast, protects her beauty, progeny, energy and longevity. Na rupam भ्रशयति चासां न प्रजा न बलायुषि सौभाग्यं वर्धये चासां दृढं भवति यौवनम. So it increases fortune, it retains the youth. The woman remains purified even after excessive use of Lashuna. They do not suffer from the menstrual disorders, diseases of sacral region, pelvis and other body parts. They never become infertile and the bad looking. So this is the importance of the Lashuna Rasayana. And Manda, coming to the Apatya, in the Apatya they have mentioned the Mandaka Prayog. Manda is considered as Apatya. So Manda, that is nothing but the scum of the boiled rice, is called as Manda. Manda is contraindicated to the woman suffering from the Yoni Rogas. So this completes the Samanya, Abhyantara and Bahya Prayogakta Aushadhis in cases of the Yoni Rogas. Thank you.